Yo, what is up, Sex Beast? Crazy Rabbit here. Today I'm doing top 5 favorite wall weapons. Now, this is not my personal opinion. I got the results from asking around on live stream, doing straw polls, and asking around on Twitter. So if you guys like to have a say in the next top 5, go ahead and follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Links will be in the description. So let's go ahead and get this shit started. Alright, so in this list, we're all going to be considering wall weapons that were actually in Treyarch Zombies maps. That means a lot of wall weapons that are in custom Zombies maps are not eligible because it has to be in an actual Treyarch map. So coming in at number 5 is going to be the AN94, which is only available in Die Rise and Buried in Black Ops 2. The N94 is actually a really good weapon, but when you actually upgrade it, you get so much more ammo. So this weapon is actually a pretty decent weapon to have. It carries a lot of ammo, and it's actually really strong for being a wall weapon. Now, it's not one of my personal favorite weapons because of the fire rate. I prefer to have a gun that has a faster fire rate, but I can see why it's a desirable weapon. It is really strong, and it holds so much ammo. When you upgrade it, it has a 50-round magazine and 600 reserve ammo. I mean, that's a lot of ammo. That's rivaling some LMGs. So that's a pretty decent weapon, and especially for a wall weapon, when wall weapons are generally considered to be lesser weapons than box weapons, that's a fairly decent weapon, so I can see why this weapon would be so highly acclaimed. And when you upgrade it, you actually get the reflex sight with it, but say you don't like that, you can actually pack punch it again for 2,000 to get the target finder, foregrip, and or millimeter scanner. So the N94, pretty decent weapon. Not one of my personal favorites, but I can see why it's such a really good weapon. So let's go ahead and move on to number 4. Alright, coming in at number 4 is going to be the STG-44, which was available in all 3 Call of Duty Zombies games. It was available in World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2. And Black Ops 2 was only available in Origins, and in Black Ops 1 it was only available in the World at War revamps. And of course it was available in World at War, and the only map you could actually pack punch, of course, was on Der Riese. Now this is actually one of my personal favorite weapons to have in World at War and Black Ops 1. Kind of in Black Ops 2, but not so much, because in Black Ops 2 they did reduce the damage, but increase the fire rate, which kind of evens it out a little bit depending on how you look at it. Especially if you get Double Tap 2.0, that kind of makes up for the reduced damage. They kind of want to make it on par with some of the other weapons in the game. That's why they kind of reduce the damage. But in World at War to Black Ops 1, they didn't change a single thing. They kept the gun exactly the same. All they did was kind of reskin it a little bit and make it look a little bit different. But other than that, the gun behaves exactly the same. It's a fairly powerful weapon. Is it one of the strongest wall weapons? No. Is it one of the best? No, but it's actually a pretty decent weapon. The only real problem I have with this weapon is its location. And Der Riese is kind of in a crappy location depending on what kind of strategy you're going to use. Depending on what strategy you're going to use, it could be in a prime location or it could be in a really shitty location. And of course in Origins, it's not really in its desired location. It's kind of way off on the side of the map or way down in the tunnel. So where you probably want to wait till the end of a round, you at least have a monkey or something. So that way you're not taking a whole tray of zombies in there, because that would probably not end well. This weapon's a really good weapon, holds a decent amount of ammo, it's got low recoil, it does pretty good damage from far away. So if you guys want to see what this weapon can do on high rounds, I'll have an annotation on the screen. Go ahead and click that. You guys can watch that. And let's go ahead and get on number 3. So number 3 spot is going to be going to the MP40, which I'm pretty sure everyone probably would have guessed would have been on this list. The MP40 has been available in all Call of Duty Zombies games. It was available in World at War, of course in Black Ops 1, and in Black Ops 2 Origins. Now, the MP40 is a really good weapon. It's really strong for a submachine gun. In World at War and Black Ops 1, the gun is relatively the same, but the only thing I really hate about the World at War and Black Ops 1 version is the ammo. And you went through ammo so quick to where it really just wasn't even worth buying, because by the time you're done shooting, you really didn't make up the points that you would have already lost from buying ammo off the wall. So the MP40 was kind of a weapon back in Black Ops 1 and World at War that I kind of just stayed away from. It was very powerful, yes, but just didn't come with enough ammo to where you would have been wasting more points than you would have actually been getting. But in Black Ops 2, they actually did a couple different things with the MP40. 1, they upgraded the fire rate. 2, they made it cost a little bit more to buy off the wall. And 3, they actually gave it a little bit more ammo. Not much to where I'd actually buy it, but still they gave it a little bit more ammo to give you a little bit more time to get some points. Would I recommend buying this on early rounds? Yes, it's a fairly decent weapon. It's really strong. It's always helped me out. But would I really consider having it on far rounds? Probably not, because again, this weapon just doesn't really hold enough ammo, so I really don't see it's worth buying on the later rounds. But on early rounds, by all means, get this weapon. It's a really strong weapon. It's going to help you out, and ammo is relatively easy to gain on Origins. And even if you're playing on Black Ops 1 or World at War, on early rounds, this weapon's a really good weapon to have, because max ammo is relatively easy to get, and the weapon's actually in a pretty decent location to where you can always grab ammo. Unless you're playing on Der Riese, the MP40 is probably not in the most prime location. It is doable, yes, but it's probably not in the best location unless you're going to be hitting the teleporter directly after. But the MP40 is a really powerful weapon, probably one of the best weapons to have on early rounds, but once you really start to get up there, you might want to consider a different weapon. So let's go ahead and go on to number 2. Alright, coming in at number 2, which kind of surprised me, is going to be the Tommy gun or the M1927, and when you upgrade to the Speakeasy. I just like how that's called. Now this weapon's only available off the wall in Mob of the Dead, and you can get through Origins through the box, but since we're only doing wall weapons, you can only get this in Mob of the Dead now. Now this weapon's probably a huge fan favorite because it reminds a lot of people of the Thompson and the PPSH. That's probably why a lot of people love it. It does share a lot of the same qualities as both. It does hold a lot of ammo. It does not hold the most ammo out of all the weapons, but it does hold a fairly decent amount, even in the magazine and reserve, and its reload time is fairly quick. And it has a really good rate of fire. It doesn't have the fastest rate of fire, but I'd probably say it's on the top end of all the SMGs. The only thing I really don't like about this weapon is probably its location on the wall. It's not the most ideal location, so getting ammo kind of makes it a pain in the ass. But if you can deal with that, this weapon is really good. It'll get you your points right back. So there's really no need to worry about points, because this weapon will get you all the points that you lost from buying more ammo off the wall for it. This weapon's a really good weapon to have. The fire rate's really good, and especially if you get Double Tap 2.0, you're going to be set. So let's go ahead and go on to number 1. Alright, and the number 1 spot is going to go to the Thompson, which does not surprise me at all. Thompson was only available in World at War and Black Ops 1, but only in the World at War revamps. The Thompson, in my opinion, is probably the best wall weapon there is in zombies. There's been a couple contenders to compete with the Thompson, but nothing has surpassed it. The Thompson, in my opinion, is probably the best wall weapon to have, but even on fire rounds, it's still going to do some damage. The Thompson has a really good rate of fire, right up there with the Tommy gun, and if you buy double tap with it, it's game over. These zombies aren't going to stand a chance. The only real thing that I dislike about the Thompson, it doesn't really hold that much ammo. It does hold a fairly decent amount, but it's nowhere near the amount that some of the weapons in Black Ops 2 can carry. But it does make up for that in the amount of damage it can do and the wall weapons location. It's in a really good location. I'm pretty sure that everyone can agree that in all the Call of Duty Zombies maps that this weapon is in, it's in a fairly decent location and easy to get to, and it's probably right in the route of whatever strategy you use. And in my experience that I've used this weapon, it always gets you your money back, so when you buy ammo, you're probably going to get the exact same amount as long as you're actually trying to get points. If you're just shooting willy-nilly, you're probably not going to make up the points back, but if you actually try, get the zombies all hoarded up, shoot into that horde, you're probably going to make the exact amount you're going to need, so maybe having another weapon to get you just a little bit more points would be ideal. In all honesty, I would put this weapon not too far behind the PPSH. It's just that good. The fire rate, the damage it does, the damage multipliers it has, where it's located on the wall are all ideal. I really hope this weapon makes a return in zombies as a wall weapon because I would absolutely just love that. So I'm very curious to know, did you guys agree with this list? And if not, put in the comments what you think should go where. If there wasn't a gun that you thought should be on this list, go ahead and tell me which weapon you thought should be on this list. So if you guys could, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.
Bye bye.